Hello Aquarius, how you doing? Welcome to your energy tarot reading here on the Astroflower, going from the 18th to the 24th of November. Pluto is going from Capricorn into Aquarius definitively on the 19th of November. I think this is going to be a big change. It may be very important for you Aquarians. It certainly has been very important for us Capricorns over the past 18 years. So yeah, there will be a live on Tuesday. You might want to join us there. You can ask questions. We'll pull cards on that and everything like that. There is also your 2025 energy tarot reading, which is going to be on a Zoom room meeting between us where you can ask a question. We can pull some cards on that question about the 2025 reading. If you want to be part of that, there is a link in the description below. You can come and join me there for that. It'd be lovely to see you. But in the meantime, we are going to be going into today about the energies that are coming into your life. And we'll see that later on and seeing how that's affecting the elements within your Astroflower. But in the meantime, let's just see what's going on for you and pulling up a few messages and some cards for you this week. Let's just see what's going on for you. Okay, so the energy that's flowing through you at the moment on your relationship side is like you're getting on top of something. You're really taking control of a situation. Not in a sort of demanding way, but just almost it's like you're changing your interactions with the world that is around you. It seems to be that you found peace within yourself in regards to certain situations, emotional situations that are in your life, and it could well be spiritual as well. And this will allow you to give definition about how you put your energies into everything. In your financial side, I think it's becoming very obvious for you. What's happening here is seems like on your karmic path, and it seems to be playing in that sort of side there, is things are set up for you to follow a direction. And this direction is no longer a choice, it's obvious. And once it becomes obvious, it's something that you need to go through. So this could be a job, this could be moving to a new job, this could be a promotion, starting a business or taking your business in another direction, or starting a sideline to your business. Whichever way it is, it's certainly directing you towards the future and not worrying necessarily about the past. You're really opening up to what possibilities could be within the future. And I think there's a lot of attention to detail as well. There's a lot of attention to detail on the emotional sort of sides. There's a lot of sort of listening and allowing things to happen so you can see clearly the relationships that are worth it investing in or engaging with. And you get the Strength card. Yes, this is about getting on top of a situation and also things becoming very clear for you, an obvious path for you to follow. Now you have to allow that strength from within you to flow out into the outer world. That will open doors for you, both on your relationship side and on your financial side. Let's just have a look. We'll see what's going on the relationship side. The karmic path is playing out here. It's sort of going out between the past and the future. Past and your present sort of connections that you're making with other people. I feel like you're making new friends, or you're discovering new parts of your family, or discovering other aspects of members of your family that you didn't notice before, in accordance to your relationships, your family, your sort of personal sort of situation. It's putting things very clearly about that, about, it's making it obvious for you the direction that you should be going in the connection to the universe. That is very, very open. This is where I think there's a lot of sort of vibrant energies coming from within you because you've got more confidence, because you've got control over the situation. So that you're very open to connecting with other people, synchronicities, coincidences, and so forth. This could be a very spiritual path, and your past self is playing into this as well. It's almost as if like, who am I bringing from my past into my new future, into connecting with people, the new connections, and how I connect them with old connections. So this could be a new circle of friends and etc. that's growing in your life. and how they connect to your old circle of friends and so forth. It looks very constructive and really, really beautiful for you. Because you've got control over the situation, you're on top of the situation. On your future self, and your future self plays into this as well. I'm going to be quite amazed to see what's happening in this petal down here, because it all seems to be directing to that, of connecting to the outside world. Very much maybe a spiritual path here that's coming on, and this could all have something to do with maybe Pluto and what have you. Let's just see what the lessons are in this week here. I can see clearly now, the rain has gone. It's like you've got to, I'm getting like seeing things with a really wide open eye, that you see clearly the situations that are around you, within the world that is around you. In other people, seeing where your connections lie with other people and so forth. So it's making things very, very obvious and very, very clear for you. Let's just see what's going on. On your karmic path, you've got the Four of Cups. For the Four of Cups, for me, is like streamlining the past, that you're almost like, I think you're glad to move forward in something. And we're getting bored of a situation maybe, and that's the accumulation of that karmic path. It's giving you some real weight. But what's happening to her left is that she's opening up this brand new cup, this Ace of Cups within life. And I think it's your karmic path to actually go ahead and now start opening up your connections to the world that is around you, with a really vibrant sort of energy. Let's just see what this connection is to the universe, the coincidences and so forth. And you get the Nine of Pentacles. This is beautiful. This is like you are seeing which fruits are available and ripe for the picking. It's like a bunch of tomatoes, a grape of, a vine of tomatoes. They gradually get ripened as they go up along the vine, as it were. And this is what's happening here, is like the universe is really opening up sort of connections with certain people that are just so ripe, that are so ready to be existing in your life. Absolutely beautiful. And it's not just on a one-to-one level, it's on a multitude of levels here. You're really opening up to the idea of humanity and enjoyment. And from the past, you get the Four of Swords. Yeah, I think there's a lot of healing. As I said, I think you've got on top of a situation. I think a situation might have been a little bit difficult for you in the past. And with this Four of Swords here, it's opening up, the healing's coming through, because you're now starting to see the benefits of the difficulties that you may have actually gone through in the recent past. And now seeing the relationships that are worthwhile developing and investing in within your life. And it's becoming so obvious for you. The Seven of Cups is, for me, is the emotional obvious path. This is what I mean about here. There's only one cup on the Seven of Cups that's giving you the good stuff. There's only one cup here on the Four of Cups that's also being filled up with that beautiful energy. And so I think it's on your karmic path to see obvious. I say there's no choices in life in reality. Once you start looking at the possibilities, all of a sudden it becomes obvious that you should be doing this. And I think this is what's happening on your emotional or relationship side of life. You're getting that sort of sensation of things are really opening up for you, as it were, into obvious pathways, as we said at the top there. And you get the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, I think this is having your eyes wide open. And the Four of Pentacles is holding on to something too tightly. I'm not so sure that this is the case here. I think this is more of a case here of you, what your lessons are this week here, is knowing your power, knowing your strength within you. So then therefore you can invest in the relationships and connect with people around you in a way that is productive for you, productive for them as well. But you're not just giving yourself away too easily. Yes, you're engaging with other people in a very joyous way, but you're not giving your energy, your emotions, your time, your effort around to everybody. You're being very select about it, or you should be very select about it, because it's pretty obvious to you now. Okay, let's just see what's going on in your financial sort of side, because we've got a similar thing going on there. We can feel the karmic path here. The karmic path has definitely got sort of like, it's like a Jenga. It's got like blocks in it. It's like a tower that's been built up. So it's been it's like you've built up a belief system, or you've built up a scenario within your career path, and now it's a time to test that tower, to test that belief system. Yeah, things may need to be adjusted, but at the same time, this gives you weight to where you're going in the future. In your connection, or your intuition, or your synchronicities, or your what's it, networking with the world that is around you, the universe is filtering a lot of this stuff in. It's like, it's almost giving you a chance. It's almost like the energy is kind of like the universe is kind of going, okay, Aquarius, you've got this set up, you've got this. This is where you think you should be going, in this direction. I'm going to support you in that. Allow you to explore that. Let's just see if, put it up against life and see how that works out. And it's really helping you out by filtering in only good connections for you, with networking with other people that are around you. Not people who are not going to disturb you, but actually contribute to your success. In your past self, there's a lot of work. I think you've had to go through a bit of a hardship over the last 2 months, as I said, both on your relationship side. And I think you've had to do a lot of work. Some of it has not been very, hasn't brought you the rewards that you so desired, but other things have opened doors and possibilities. But in the future, this is helping you to concentrate on the main goals, very similar to the Seven of Cups on this sort of side here. It's becoming very obvious where you should put your time, effort and energy into your future plan. And there seems to be one direction that is taking much more of importance within your life than anything else. In the lessons for this week here, you can create, you have the resources, or the capacities, or the knowledge, or the understanding which comes into this past self to create what you want. You can manifest what you want, and it's dawning upon you. Once you get it clear of the direction you should be going, it dawns upon you of how to put this into place. You get the Four of Wands most on your karmic path. This is talking about, this is your plan coming together. This is your plan and the plan of the universe. This is 2 wands and 2 wands, celebration, new job, new business, a new direction within your career path or your finances and so forth. It could be a case that you've got a job, so therefore you can now buy a house, you can start investing in property and so forth. But whatever it is, it's definitely a celebration of a plan coming together. The universe is bringing you the Judgment card. It's saying to you here, we are backing up what you've put onto your karmic path, what you want to experience in your life. And because of what you want to experience in your life, the universe is sort of saying, okay, well, we're going to give you a leg up. We're going to help you out. We're going to bring in elements into your life that are helping you to create and construct a future rather than sort of distracting you. Okay. And in your past self, okay, you get the Fool card. Maybe that big hard work was a bit of a leap of faith, and a leap of faith in yourself. It's maybe starting a business. It's like anything. When you start something, you're not going to may not get the rewards straight away, and there may be some hard work in that. But once you go forward after the second year of a business, by the third year, you should be getting those third year rewards. And this has been a bit of a leap of faith for you, in regards of believing in your career path, believing in your worth, believing in your knowledge, your understanding and what you know. And yes, in the future self, look at that. It really does bring in where you're concentrating on one thing, but it brings in something like a sideline or something like that. It brings you also into alignment with a job that is not just financially rewarding, but it's also morally rewarding. It's time rewarding. So you're not losing all your time in a job. You're getting a lot of time for yourself as well, but still having the finances to sort of explore life. It's really, really powerful and very, very solid energies on your financial side coming up for you. So what's the lessons that come into this? Own it. Yeah, I think you're going to have to own your future. This is all about manifesting your future. The emperor has a control over his empire through the physical aspect of life. And this is what I think you need to be doing here. I think you need to be positioning. I think you need to be manifesting it by sort of applying for a job or opening that business or starting that sideline, investing in it slightly, spending a bit of time in it, physically doing the work, as it were. But that's going to manifest a really beautiful future for you. Let's just see what's going on with the energies and seeing how the energies are playing into your flower. So let's just bring up the sun quickly as we do. Here we have the sun. This is the sun that comes from the beginning of November up to just pretty much the last couple of days. What we've noticed, and if you want to know more about this, please do go and see the energy update. We have these coronal holes here that are near the equator, and then we have these coronal holes that are much more towards the polar areas, and then we have another coronal hole that's coming towards the equator as well. And this is like the breathing aspect of energy, and coronal holes is earth energy. And we've had a lot of air in the system recently, within the air energy of Earth, within our chakras, within our aura, within our being. There's been a lot of air energy ideas, a lot of ideas over the last sort of like 2 or 3 weeks. And now they're getting converted into reality, into the earth energy. But the thing that is sculpting this, and we go into it in much more detail in the energy update, you'll see it linked around the back, around my head at the end of this video. You'll see that there's lots of filaments, and there's a filament eruption that happens just there, as you can well see. It's just at the bottom there that just happened, that came off in the direction of the Earth, but actually went below the Earth. It went to the southern part of the Earth and didn't really do much in the way of reaction with the magnetic fields of the Earth. So it's about sort of having, and it's a very controlled eruption. So it's having controlled emotions within yourself. But in the world around us, there is eruptions that are quite violent in the way of filament eruptions. And we can see one here that happened at the end of the week. It happened on the far side of the observing side of the sun. So it's just going out of view from the Earth. So it's not really coming in the direction of the Earth, but it's certainly created a lot of fire, as you can well see here at its base. So this is a type of energy that is an explosive emotional energy, because filament energy is water energy, explosive emotional energy in the world around us. But we need to confront it as individuals with a very calm emotional energy within the world. How does that affect your flower? Let's just bring up your flower and see where it affects the elements and where we're going to be pulling in the messages from. So we have the cardinal earth that comes in from Capricorn, that goes in just below you in your subconscious, in the here and now, really, more than anything else. But you also have this mutable water that comes across there. And we're looking at these connections between the water and the earth as it starts consuming the earth, the air energy, as it were. So I'm going to be pulling a few cards on this section here, seeing what's coming in from the universe in mutable emotional energies in regards to the world, the people, the world that is around you, the people that are around you, where they could be a bit explosive, and you've got to be calm and collective about it. And then you have this sort of cardinal earth energy. So that's, you are applying the direction to this emotional energy. So I'm going to be pulling a few cards on that. Equally, I'm going to be pulling a few cards on the direction you should be taking on your financial side and the emotional mutable energy. So being very wary of it, playing a little bit with the emotions around it, so then you can be really fixed about how you are developing or creating your career path, and owning it with that sort of Emperor card as well. So let's just pull in, we're going to do the emotional, the relationship side of life first, and let's just see about that, that sort of, which one do we want to pull on? Do we want to pull on the mutable energies or the direction? We're going to pull on the direction. I've been told the directional energies is definitely a way to go. So the directional energies, you get the justice. This is what I'm talking about, sort of seeing where you really want to invest the energies in life around you. And you're getting a real sort of physical direction for this, because it's the cardinal energy that's coming around your inner being, as it were. And that's, you are providing the justice here. That is your strength. You have to choose how you put your emotion and time and energy into relationships around you. Once you start playing with it and being a little bit sort of flexible with, you know, with other people, doesn't necessarily mean you need to accept them into your life, but you can be a little bit flexible. So then, you know, then you can see very clearly, and that's what the Seven of Cups is going to do, very clearly where you should be directing your emotions, your time, your effort into the relationships that are around you. On your financial side, this is more going into, I think this is where you're heading in a direction. So I really want to pull on that cardinal energy that comes in between the Emperor and the Two of Cups there. Let's just move the Emperor up out the way so you can see. Yeah, so it's between those two there. Let's just see what that cardinal direction, where's this direction? Maybe this sideline or this new job that's coming in for you. Nine of Cups, a lot of opportunities coming in for you. And as I said, I don't think the opportunity is necessarily just finance. That's why I think it's the Nine of Cups. I think it's also sort of to do with time, morals, feeling right about where you are, really accumulating. So life is really sort of kicking up in your sort of direction. Remember what I was saying about the Ace of Cups there? That Ace of Cups coming out? Well, that's on that mutable energy that's running through you around down this side. So you've got to play with it. So you're playing with life. Yes, you've got that Emperor card to sort of say, you know, this is how I want it to be. And this is where you're going to allow your emotions to flow into the career path that you're going in, which will then obviously bring you the rewards that are far greater than just finances. Absolutely brilliant for you, Aquarius. So there you go. Thank you very much for all the support you give this channel. Don't forget about the Energy Tarot 2025 reading. The link is in the description if you want to be part of that Zoom room meeting. It'd be lovely to see you there. Questions and cards pulled. Also, don't forget about the energy update. So I'll either see you there or I'll see you here. Whichever way it is, it'd be lovely to see you again. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun. So please do enjoy.